What's good, y'all? So in this one, I wanted to offer a little bit of advice in regards to drowning out the mental chatter that some of you experience while trying to get into deeper levels of meditation, right? I could sit here and say, imagine yourself in the deep heart of space. It is silent, devoid of all sound. Imagine yourself deep underwater where fish are swimming by you and you can't even hear them in the water. All that type of stuff. And don't get me wrong, it helps. If it works, it works. But, that's always one way of doing things, putting yourself in silence to get something. And yes, of course, that makes sense. However, I want to offer another perspective. Whenever I have a problem in life, one of the best ways that I find that I overcome it is like facing it head on. So if you have mental chatter, then why are you trying to drown it out? That's your mind. That's something in your mind that's trying to meet your awareness, or it's something to think about. It's something that you have to go through. So what I say is enter a meditative state, get into your chair, and have a conversation with all 8,000 of those voices talking to you. You line them up one by one, and you talk until you're tired, or you talk until it gets quiet. The way I look at it is, how in like a conversation, like amongst friends or with people you don't know, there's a lull in the conversation. There's a brief moment of silence in the conversation. Well, what you do is you have a conversation. Anytime a voice comes up, anytime a random thought comes up, anytime like that mental chatter comes up, you talk to it until it has nothing else to say to you. You pretty much just reach the lull of the conversation in your own mind. When you reach that lull in the conversation, that's when you appreciate the silence and you hold that. So let's just say you're meditating and you think of fuzzy cats. You're just there. Your mind's all over the place. You can't focus on nothing. Then see the fuzzy cats until you get bored of it. I mean, think about how long it would take you to get bored if you were watching a video of fuzzy cats. Like how long of a 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour, 6 hour, 7, 8? How long would it take you to get bored of watching fuzzy cats on the internet? Right? Do the same thing in your mind. Meditation doesn't have to be, it's not a race. You can always sit down, close your eyes. How long does it take you to get done with that video? You see what I'm saying? So sit down for 10 minutes and just have the fuzzy cats, fuzzy cats, fuzzy cats. Tomorrow, fuzzy cats, fuzzy cats, fuzzy cats. Next day, fuzzy cats. Next week, fuzzy cats. Until you're, man, I'm so sick of fuzzy cats. And then just discard it. But like, let's just say you're trying to meditate because you're stressed out or somebody said something stupid to you. Actually have that conversation in your mind. Have that conversation with them. React the way that you would react. And then in that phase, use that meditative state as almost like a training ground. If you're having a conversation with someone that you despise, then make sure that you practice how you're going to respond to them. And just keep getting it right. Meditation does not have to just be pure silence. It does not have to just be Sometimes it could just be a mental battleground, a mental training ground, if you will, to put yourself, enter player one, but you do that in your own mind until it just gets quiet. Because eventually you're going to run out of things to talk about. Not in my mind. That's not how my mind works. Trust me. Even me. Y'all see how random I get in my videos. And sometimes I'll spend an hour just sitting there having random conversations with people I've never met. But eventually there's a part where you get so relaxed because your eyes are closed the entire time. There's a part that you're so motionless and your eyes have been closed for so long that you're going to get into a very comfortable state. And that's just an easy way to get into that meditative state, so you can get into deeper and deeper levels of meditation, so you can allow the higher levels of information to come in. Just give it a shot. To the next one. Peace.